Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to AWA TV episode 2, where tonight we continue our journey to title turmoil. Kicking things off tonight will be Andrade, one-on-one with Carlito. Now the winner of this match will join the already qualified Grayson Waller in the AWA Championship, or the AWA Intercontinental Championship Fatal 4-Way match set to take place at Title Turmoil, which the date will be announced. Should be the next episode. We begin tonight with El Idolo Andrade.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Gomez Palacio, Durango, Mexico, weighing in at 230 pounds,
Andrade has a tall task ahead of him as he takes on the Judgment Day's Carlito, and I'm sure the rest of the Judgment Day is not going to be too far behind him. The Intercontinental Fatal 4-Way match at Title Turmoil will be finalized tonight, as later on tonight, Damian Priest takes on the Bloodline Samoan Werewolf Jacob Fatu, and JBL takes on The Miz. Damian Priest and Jacob Fatu, I'm sure, are going to tear each other limb from limb as we prepare for this. A match between Andrade and Carlito of the Judgment Day. There, from left to right, you see Dominic Mysterio, Carlito, Raquel Rodriguez, and J.D. McDonough. Are you serious?
and his opponent, representing the Judgment Day, from San Juan, Puerto Rico, weighing in at 220 pounds, Carlito!
Now Carlito, alongside 3 members of the Judgment Day, Andrade is going to have his hands full with this one here tonight. It's going to be a pain. He is going to have so much to figure out here as he fights against... really, it's a 4-on-1 handicap. Oh, no. Mocking. Just mocking former members Damian Priest and Rhea Ripley. Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest. I believe Rhea Ripley is in action tonight. No, she'll be in action next episode against Zoe Stark to qualify for a match that Liv Morgan's actually already qualified for. The 6-pack challenge elimination match for the Women's World Championship. That rivalry could be renewed there. Again, Dominic Mysterio, Carlito, Raquel Rodriguez, and J.D. McDonough. You saw Andrade, you saw Carlito, and we are officially underway here. Collar elbow tie up. Carlito getting the better with the go around. Andrade showing his mat-based skills now. Still in control of Carlito's head. Again, the winner of this match will join the upset winner of last week's Grayson Waller-Oba Femi match, Grayson Waller. And then in tonight's main event, there will be an announcement, springboard moonsault by Carlito. There is an announcement that will be made at the conclusion of this match regarding tonight's main event, regarding the AWA Championship Tournament and the shenanigans pulled by Austin Theory following last week's shenanigans pulled by Austin Theory, where he pulled himself out of the match with Randy Orton, saying he should not have to compete for the right. Count of 5 now. Andrade really going to town on the leg of Carlito. Count of 6. 7. Carlito still down. Back in at the count of 8 is Carlito. Carlito now springboard missile drop kick, taking down Andrade. Cover here by Carlito, but the referee's tied up with the turnbuckle that JD McDonough. JD McDonough could have just caused Carlito a shot at the Intercontinental Championship. Carlito telling Andrade to get up, kicking Andrade back, and now an axe handle. Dropping Andrade. Swinging neck breaker. In full control of Andrade is Carlito. Cover here. Is Carlito going to title turmoil? Kick out at 2 by Andrade. Reversal now by Andrade. Springboard Pele connecting on the top of Carlito's head. Into the corner goes Carlito. Repeated elbows. To the top rope goes Andrade. He can fly. And Carlito tried to roll out of the way. Still wasn't successful. Cover here. Kick out at 1. Andrade's going to have to do a little bit more damage than that to Carlito if he wants to go to title turmoil and get a shot to win the Intercontinental title. Drop kick into the corner. Judgment Day on the outside, not liking what they see. The numbers game really has not come back to bite Andrade, but it has come back to bite Carlito. There's the count of 2 and another kick out. Measuring his man is Andrade. Is this going to be all she wrote here? There it is. Is this going to be it for Andrade? Is he going to title turmoil? 2! Yes, he is. He overcomes the numbers game. He overcame the numbers game.
Here is your winner, Andrade.
He joins Grayson Waller in the AWA Intercontinental Championship title Fatal 4-Way match. That match tonight will be finalized. Both Damian Priest and Jacob Fatu and JBL and The Miz matches will finalize that match here tonight. Switching gears now to the Women's World Championship 6-Pack Challenge Elimination match, which both Jada Parker and Jada Parker and Liv Morgan have already qualified for. Liv Morgan defeating Roxanne Perez. Jada Parker getting a dominant victory over Gigi Dolan. Tonight, the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, will face the preppy Chelsea Green to determine the third woman in that six-pack challenge elimination match. Also tonight, Indy Hartwell will take.
Contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Victoria, British Columbia, Canada, Chelsea Green.
Also taking place tonight, Indy Hartwell will go one-on-one with Nikki Cross, Sister Abigail of the Wyatt Six, as the winner will be the fourth woman in that match. And next week, that match will be finalized, as both matches consisting of Rhea Ripley and Zoe Stark and Alexa Bliss and Cora Jade will take place and set that match into stone as to who will be the final two and which six women will be vying to become the inaugural AWA Women's World Champion. And here comes the Empress of Tomorrow.
And her opponent, representing the Kabuki Warriors from Osaka, Japan, Asuka!
Asuka's tag team partner Kairi Sane not chosen for a qualifying match. She has told me she is fighting for both of them as a win for her, and the title for her is a title for Sane as well. Chelsea Green has a long way to go and a big task ahead of her if she hopes to make it to Title Turmoil. Again, already qualified for Title Turmoil, Jada Parker, who defeated Gigi Dolan on TV Episode 1, and Liv Morgan, who defeated the Prodigy, Roxanne Perez, kicking out of some of Roxanne's best maneuvers. Roxanne told me she was upset. If she knows if she just would have been able to hit Pop Rocks, that she would be at Title Turmoil. Unfortunately, Liv Morgan was able to nail in Oblivion out of nowhere, scoring a victory over Roxanne Perez. Now, which one of these two women will score the victory and move on to Title Turmoil? Asuka in early control of Chelsea Green here. Enziguri by Asuka. The feet are flying. The Empress of Tomorrow is now on the top rope. And a missile drop kick drops Green. Cover here by Asuka. Is she going to Title Turmoil? Kick out at 1. You can hear Chelsea writhing in pain as Asuka takes out the arm of Chelsea Green. Over the top rope goes Green. Asuka now watching and stalking her opponent as the referee begins his count. Referee stopping Asuka from moving forward. Now Asuka, I thought she was going to go for a tope there. No. Asuka grabbing and a suplex on the floor to Chelsea Green. Chelsea has just not been able to muster any sort of offense. I spoke too soon. Chelsea with a huge enziguri to the side of Asuka's head. Count of 4 now. Chelsea Not above taking a count-out victory here. Asuka's back up, walking back into the ring here. Repeated chops by Green. Face first on the middle turnbuckle goes Asuka. Is Chelsea going to title turmoil? Kick out at 1. At 1 by the Empress of Tomorrow. Shot there by Asuka. Another shot by Chelsea. Chelsea now with Asuka through the ropes and rings her neck on the rope. Referee now at a count of 2. Asuka favoring the neck. Chelsea following her opponent, her fallen opponent. The back of Asuka's head just bounced off of that floor right there. That's very, very thin padding. Count of 2 now. Attempting to take out the knees of Asuka, taking out the power game. Elbow to the midsection. Asuka now back up, spinning elbow. Asuka with Green back into the ring. You see Chelsea favoring her back. Asuka now with Chelsea. Reversed actually by Green. To the ropes goes Asuka. Asuka with a Rough Rider. Rough Rider by Green. Cover here. 1, 2, and a kick out by the Empress. Chelsea's not happy. Chelsea is stalking her opponent. Went for a shot. Missed. Asuka to the rope, and a hip attack takes down Chelsea. Cover here by Asuka. Is she going to turmoil? There's 2, and a kick out by Green. Asuka stalking her opponent, stalking Chelsea. Shot there. Now the Asuka lock. The Asuka lock's locked in tight. It's locked in tight. Is Chelsea going to submit? Is Asuka going to tap out Chelsea Green? Chelsea taps out, and Asuka goes to title turmoil to join Liv Morgan and Jada Parker. Asuka defeats Chelsea Green, submitting her with the Asuka lock. Now, this match here between Dragon Lee and Braun Breaker. This will determine who joins Eddie Guerrero in the AWA United States Championship Triple Threat match. Now, speaking of titles, we are going to go ahead and talk about the main event tonight. That was supposed to be Austin Theory versus Randy Orton, which was supposed to happen on the last episode of AWA TV. Dragon Lee of the LWO being joined by Rey Mysterio. However, tonight, that is not going to happen. Randy Orton will not be facing.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Rey Mysterio, representing the LWO from Jalisco, Mexico, weighing in at 165 pounds, Dragon Lee.
As I was saying, due to Austin Theory's actions last week and him not wanting to compete against Randy Orton, I gave him what he wanted. Austin Theory is out of the AWA title tournament. He will not have a chance to main event our first ever PLE and become our first ever champion. However, Randy Orton will still have his chance to move on to the semifinal. Excuse me, to the semifinals of the tournament.
And his opponent from Woodstock, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, Braun Breaker.
As Randy Orton, the Viper, the Apex Predator, will tonight, in the main event of AWA TV Episode 2, will face the original Tribal Chief, the OTC Roman Reigns, with the wise man Paul Heyman surely to be in his corner. Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, in the main event tonight. The winner of that match moves on to face the Ring General, Gunther, in the semi-final matchup. The dog, Braun Breaker. You can hear the dogs barking here in the arena. This jam-packed, sold-out arena. Dragon Lee has a tall task ahead of him as he gives up a lot of strength and size to the badass Braun Breaker. Rey Mysterio is not going to play much of a factor. However, the speed of Dragon Lee is paying dividends here with a dropkick, dropping Braun Breaker. Dragon Lee now with a knee to the face, really taking care of business here, but he's taking a little bit too much time here to celebrate. Braun now with the side headlock with control of Dragon Lee. Yet again, wrenching on the neck of Lee is Breaker. Now Dragon Lee with the go behind. Attempting maybe a German, possibly, maybe a back to belly suplex. We're going to have to wait and see. Braun cannot get out of it. The Dragon Lee has Braun locked in front of him. Roll up now by Lee. Is this it? And a kick out before the referee can count one. No. Reversal by Breaker, kick out by Lee. Back to the collar elbow tie up here. Now Dragon Lee got a headlock. Now Dragon Lee has control of the powerhouse Braun Breaker. To the ropes goes Lee. Breaker with a jumping knee to the face. Rey Mysterio not liking what he sees thus far. The power of Braun Breaker just picking and dropping. Dragon Lee, again the winner of this match, will move on to join Eddie Guerrero in the triple threat match for the AWA United States Championship. And then the final, that match will also be set into stone. To the top rope goes big Braun Breaker. This is a big man now on the top rope with another man in his sights, and he takes him out with a diving shoulder tackle from the top rope, targeting the knee and much of the springability of Dragon Lee, where most of his power and leverage comes from, where everyone's power and leverage comes from. To the top rope now goes Lee. Lee now connected but not flush with Braun Breaker. Both men down. Braun stirring first. Elbow to the back of Lee. Breaker now with a spine buster, planting Dragon Lee in the middle of the ring. Again, targeting the leg. And just chucking Dragon Lee around the ring. Again, double underhook, German suplex. Roll through now with Lee up, planting Dragon Lee again. And again, planting Dragon Lee face first in the center of the ring. And the straps are down. Breaker is really starting to feel it. The time may be numbered here for Dragon Lee. Gutbuster by Braun Breaker. Cover here by Breaker. Is he going to title turmoil? Count of 2, and yes, he will. Making quick work of Dragon Lee. Braun Breaker making quick work of Dragon Lee here tonight. Next up, Indy Hartwell looks to qualify for the AWA Women's World Championship 6-pack elimination match as she takes on Sister Abigail of the Wyatt Six, Nikki Cross. A match that Indy Hartwell herself has told me she really has been dreading, as she is slightly afraid of the Wyatt Six and Nikki Cross, because they are so unpredictable. It is unknown what exactly they could do here. There they are. Rowan, Loomis, Gacy, Dallas, and Nikki Cross. Uncle Howdy. Portrayed by Bo Dallas. Sister Abigail, portrayed by the competitor in the match, Nikki Cross. Rowan and Loomis have a match later tonight as they take on Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa, where the winners will face the Street Profits at Title Turmoil for the AWA to crown the AWA World Tag Team Champions. These five are just odd. She just sits. She's sitting there. And here comes the plucky upstart, Indy Hartwell. As she looks to maybe beat some sense back into Nikki Cross. Not like she ever had any, but...
And her opponent from Melbourne, Australia, Indy Hartwell.
Hartwell looking to join Asuka, Parker, and Morgan as the fourth of 6 participants in the 6-pack challenge elimination match that will take place at Title Turmoil. If you're enjoying the video so far, please feel free to leave us a like, comment, and shoot us a subscribe, as we will continue to shoot episodes and make videos as long as there are fans like you out there tuning into the action of the AWA. Hartwell planting the head of Nikki Cross. Springboard now, missile drop kick by Hartwell. Hartwell in early control of Cross. The Wyatt Six not liking what they see. Knee to the side of the head as Nikki Cross is really starting to feel it. Gacy now getting involved, distracting Hartwell, and here comes Nikki Cross with a Hurricane Rana. Nikki Cross now taking it to Indy Hartwell. What it would mean for, I'm assuming, hopefully what it would mean for Nikki Cross to bring gold to the Wyatt Six faction. She's not the only one who has the chance to later on tonight. Dexter Loomis and Eric Rowan have the chance to bring gold to the Wyatt Six if they can defeat the new bloodline, Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa. They will be able to compete against the Street Profits at Title Turmoil for a shot at the AWA World Tag Team titles. And now Nikki Cross to the top rope. Nikki Cross with a huge diving headbutt off the top rope. Cover here by Cross. Is she going to Title Turmoil? Count of 2. And a kick out at 2 by Indy Hartwell. Shot to the back. To the ropes, Indy Hartwell moved out of the way of the senton. Neckbreaker dropping Nikki Cross, who hurriedly rolls out of the ring. Back. Okay then. Referee now beginning his count. Indy Hartwell showing off the power, picking up Nikki Cross by nothing more than her hair. And now a knee to the side of the face again. Count of 5. Are we going to see a count out victory for Indy Hartwell? Count of 6. Indy standing up Nikki Cross saying, I am not winning like that. Maybe you are. No, you're not. Here comes Indy Hartwell. Couple of clotheslines. Drop kick by Hartwell. Hartwell is really starting to feel it now. Dragging Nikki Cross to the middle of the ring. Cover here. Is she going to Title Turmoil? 1. And a kick out by Nikki Cross. Dropping Nikki Cross. Indy Hartwell now with a springboard elbow to the heart of Nikki Cross. Indy Hartwell measuring her opponent, dropping the running elbow on the back of the head. 2, and Indy Hartwell knocks off Nikki Cross and punches her ticket. And punches her ticket to Title Turmoil. Indy Hartwell joins Asuka, Jada Parker, and Liv Morgan as the first 4 of 6 women to qualify for that match there. And of course, now you see the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, going one-on-one with one half of the War Raiders, or 1/3, I should say, of the War Raiders, Ivar, where the winner of this match moves on to join Javon Evans in the AWA television title 8-man battle royal.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 220 pounds, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes has a tough task ahead of him, as he has not only Ivar to worry about, but I'm sure Ivar is going to be flanked by Eric and Valhalla, former undisputed WWE champion, looking to become the first ever AWA television champion. If he wins, he will join Javon Evans, who upset Josh Briggs on the last episode of AWA TV. You hear the horn. Here comes the War Raiders, flanked by Valhalla. Ivar on the left, Eric on the right.
And his opponent, representing the War Raiders from Boston, Massachusetts, weighing in at 305 pounds, Ivar!
300 pounds of man is walking to the ring, alongside his War Raider tag team partner, former tag team champion partner, Eric, and their trusted Valhalla. You saw Cody, you see Ivar. What kind of role will Eric and Valhalla play in this match, as Cody now has Ivar wrapped around? It's hard to fit his hands all the way around a man of Ivar's size. Nobody Ivar's size should be able to move the way Ivar does. However, Cody Rhodes has really been able to neutralize the power game in the early goings of this match. Ranking on the head and just continuing to do damage to the surgically repaired neck of Ivar, now a knee to the skull. Eric, referee watching. Eric and Valhalla very closely. Springboard dropkick. Cover here by Rhodes. And a quick power out at one by Ivar. Rhodes now with the early control of the match, targeting the arm now, and again another submission hold by Cody Rhodes. You see Valhalla, she let in a Singapore cane, threw in a Singapore cane over the head of Ivar. Cody Rhodes showing off his power. And a torture rack onto Ivar. Cover here. And another power out by the big Viking, Ivar. Ivar with the reversal and a spinning heel kick. Again, nobody Ivar's size should be able to move the way he does. The athleticism of this man, now in a Boston Crab, with Cody Rhodes locked in a Boston Crab now. Taking out the knees, trying to take out the Cody Cutter. To the top rope goes the 300-pound Ivar. And a cannonball from the top rope, taking down the American Nightmare. Cover here. And a kick out. The upset it would be in the career catapult. It would be to not only qualify for the AWA television title match at Title Turmoil, but also knock off Cody Rhodes, which he is well on his way to doing, is Ivar. Cover here by Ivar. 2, and a kick out at 2 by the Nightmare. Cody Rhodes went for an elbow. Rhodes moving out of the way. To the top rope, moonsault by Rhodes. Ivar almost had Cody there. Pedigree by Cody. Cover here. On to Ivar. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2 by Ivar. Cody now going for the crossroads and connecting. Cover here by Rhodes. Referee was distracted by Valhalla or Eric, and it's a 3. Cody Rhodes is going.
Here is your winner, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
Cody Rhodes has punched his ticket to Title Turmoil in the 8-man Battle Royal for the AWA television title. Joining Javon Evans as the 2 men who have already qualified. The second of 3. Where is it? Where's my page? That's the page. The third of 4 qualifying matches for the AWA Intercontinental Championship Fatal 4-Way match. WWE Hall of Famer JBL going one-on-one against future Hall of Famer The Miz.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from New York City, weighing in at 290 pounds, John Bradshaw Layfield, JBL.
Now Bradshaw, JBL, looking to become the first ever AWA Intercontinental Champion. If he wins this matchup here, he already has to contend with Andrade and Grayson Waller. And if he wins, he's going to have to take on either Damian Priest and Jacob Fatu in that fatal 4-way match at Title Turmoil. Now we'll find out later whether or not it's going to be Jacob Fatu or Damian Priest that claims the final spot of that match. 2 other spots have already been filled with Grayson Waller shocking Obafemi last week, and Andrade, as you saw earlier, knocking off the numbers game of the Judgment Day. JBL preparing for action against the 8-time Intercontinental Champion in the WWE, The Miz, looking to become the inaugural AWA Intercontinental Champion, the Awesome One.
And his opponent from Hollywood, California, weighing in at 221 pounds.
Now Miz does give up a little bit of size and power to JBL, so it's gonna be interesting to see the strategy that Miz puts into place if he wants to make it to the first ever AWA PLE Title Turmoil. There you see JBL. There you see The Miz. Winner of this match takes the 3rd spot. That's bothering me. The winner of this match takes the 3rd spot in the AWA Intercontinental title Fatal 4-Way match. The 4th spot. Either Jacob Fatu or Damian Priest will be decided later on. 2 spots that have already been decided. Grayson Waller and Andrade. Waller shocking Obafemi last episode, and Andrade knocking off Carlito earlier in the program. Miz now with the power advantage over JBL. Shot by Miz, and again another collar elbow tie up here, and again the Miz getting the power advantage over JBL. Again, another cheat shot by the Miz. Shot to the back now, taking out the kidneys and a lot of the power that JBL possesses. Side Russian leg sweep. Again, targeting the back in the midsection, taking away that power. Now targeting the arm, trying to take out the clothesline, and now just stomping on the face of JBL. Now stalking his opponent is the Miz. JBL up. Miz now with a springboard crossbody onto JBL. Probably I would have went for a cover there. Targeting the face of the Wall Street millionaire. Stomping on the back of the head. Now again, back to the body. A real well-rounded assault here by the Miz. More shots, more shots. Another, and now shots by JBL. Shots by the Miz. JBL saying, bring it, young boy, bring it. Shots again, back and forward here. JBL now with the advantage, kick to the midsection, shot to the back. The big Texan to the top rope and dropping the elbow onto the spine of the Miz. Cover here by Bradshaw. Is he going to title turmoil? And a kick out at 2. To the rope. Drop down goes by Bradshaw. Over the head. Power slam. Scoop power slam by Bradshaw. Bradshaw's winding it up. Bradshaw's got Miz now up and plants Miz with a powerbomb. Cover by Bradshaw. 2. And Bradshaw toppling the Miz. And punching his ticket to title turmoil. One more match to go, and that match will be set in stone. JBL rubbing it in the face of the Miz that he now gets a chance to become the AWA Intercontinental Champion. Next up, it is Jacob Fatu with the new bloodline behind him against Damian Priest with his terror twin behind him, Mommy Rhea Ripley. Here comes the new bloodline. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Sacramento, California, weighing weighing in at 285 pounds, the Samoan Werewolf,
Jacob Fatu. Being led to the ring by the new tribal chief, Solo Sikoa, and the Tongans, Tamatonga and Tongaloa, who later on tonight will compete in a tag team match against the Wyatt Six, where if they win, they will have a chance to go to AWA's Title Turmoil PLE and become the inaugural AWA World Tag Team Champion. Solo Sikoa will have a match next week where he could qualify for the AWA television title 8-man battle royal. Solo leading the charge. Jacob Fatu one-on-one with Damian Priest. And here comes, flanked by the Eradicator, one half of the Terror Twins, Damian Priest.
And his opponent from New York City, weighing in at 249 pounds, Damian Priest.
Priest, flanked by Ripley, out here showing her support. Next week, she'll have a match where she could qualify for the AWA Women's World Championship 6-pack challenge elimination match against Zoe Stark. Priest staring a hole through the new bloodline. And this, if you really think about it, it's 4-on-2 when it comes to having the 3 other members of the new bloodline in Tamatonga, Tongaloa, and Solo Sikoa, and that man, the Samoan Werewolf Jacob Fatu, versus that man, Damian Priest. But Priest and Ripley are really at a disadvantage here, and already Fatu with the early advantage with a jumping headbutt now. Collar elbow tie-up now, Priest, and these two men are big men. It's going to be hard for either, very evenly matched, it's going to be hard for either one of them to really get an edge when it comes to strength. Damian Priest working his way to his feet now. Jacob Fatu just cranking on the neck and head of Damian Priest now. Priest working out of it, now has an arm lock, an arm triangle on Jacob Fatu. Really wrenching on the arm of Jacob Fatu. Priest planting Fatu with an STO. Shots to the face, pounding and pummeling the Samoan Werewolf. Knee to the side of the head. The winner of this match takes the 4th and final spot in the AWA Intercontinental Championship Fatal 4-Way match at Title Turmoil. Went for a springboard dive and missed, did Fatu. These two bulls locking up their horns. Solo Sikoa watching this match intently, knowing there is still a chance if Jacob Fatu wins this match if he wins his match next week. Ready? Cover here by Priest. Is this going to be a quick kick out at 1? And if Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa win their matches tonight, we could very well see all the bloodline having gold. Spinning back elbow. Jacob Fatu went for a cover, but the turnbuckle cover was removed by Tama Tonga. To the top rope goes Priest, but Jacob Fatu with the kip up, spinning heel kick from the top rope. Cover here by Priest. Kick out by Fatu. Repeated shots. Now a distraction by Tonga Loa. Jacob Fatu taking advantage, sending Priest to the rope. Drop down over the head of Priest. Samoan drop by Jacob Fatu. Reversal now by Priest. This may end up needing to be a two-parter. Cover here by Priest. Is he going to title turmoil? Kick out at 1. This might be a two-part episode. Big shot by Priest. And again, the bloodline getting involved and distracting Damian Priest, allowing Jacob Fatu to recover. South of Heaven chokeslam by Priest. Is this the end for Jacob Fatu? No! Fatu kicked out of the South of Heaven chokeslam. Discus forearm. Back up is Fatu. Spinning heel kick by Priest. Priest now to the top rope, telling Fatu to stand up. Another, this time off the second rope, spinning heel kick. Dropping the elbow through the heart of the Samoan werewolf like a silver bullet. Big boot to the face. If this match doesn't end before the timer runs out of this recording, I will pause it and finish and record through the match. Face first into the turnbuckle goes Jacob Fatu rather. Damian Priest joining the Samoan werewolf. Could we see a superplex? And yes, Damian Priest planting Jacob Fatu with the superplex. And again, the bloodline getting involved. Bulldog out of nowhere by Fatu. Fatu now to the second rope. Changed his mind with them being up. And again, planting Fatu. Cover here by Priest. 1, 2, and Priest shockingly defeats with 10 seconds to spare Jacob Fatu.